Yeah. You in the window?
Oh yeah, I can hear you now, fam. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Yo, it just sped up mad wild crazy.
All right. Well, after experiencing some technical difficulties, we're back. So, what's going down? So, where do we leave off? We was talking about a little bit of everything. So, we touched base on Aaron Hernandez. Then we
Aaron
kind of
Hernandez.
segued.
Oh man, we got crazy technical difficulties. He froze up.
Basketball is basketball. Like I'm not the hugest Melo fan, but I don't hate him for cheating on Lalo. Like that's his own personal business. Would I
Nah,
do that
nah.
to my family? Probably
Yeah,
not. But that's outside of basketball. Like he shouldn't be judged on what he
nah,
did in his personal life. You know what I mean?
nah. I mean, hey, listen. Well, that's the way he want to get down with his life. That's the way he wants to get down. I just thought this man would be Mr. New York. You know what I'm saying? I
Mm.
was hoping that he would be.
Like a franchise player. I
Yeah,
really
I
didn't
was
want him to
hoping.
because I almost felt like if he left New York, he's too old now, but I felt like if he left New York, he probably would have had a shot to been at least like great. Like I feel like people don't recognize him as a superstar because he's in New York. You know what I mean?
And again, I don't. I mean, that's the question that comes up: Is Melo really a superstar? Isn't he?
Uh, I mean, stats wise, like he's gonna make the Hall of Fame, like without a doubt.
Well,
Stats wise,
to me, he's probably the greatest offensive player I've seen since, and not including MJ because that's just like that's like beyond superstar status or Kobe. I mean, that's
yeah,
like you have that first tier of superstars. You have the Jordans, you have the Kobe's, you have the LeBrons. You know what I'm saying? But Melo to me was like on that level of like the the Vince Carters, the Dominique Wilkins, and then you got like the Melos. Like Melo to me is probably the best offensive player I've ever seen in the history of the league.
yeah, he's a dominant force, offensively.
Yeah,
He just lacks every place else, unfortunately,
yeah. I mean, and again, yeah, he was always like that though. You know what I mean? People don't realize that dude played in the zone when he's at Syracuse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
No, he really wasn't accountable for defense and nothing like that. He was always an offensive player.
yeah,
But again, I guess Lala wasn't holding it down, and he had to do what he had to do.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, Aaron Hernandez, Melo, who you got as MVP of this year?
I don't know. I feel like I haven't been following basketball like I should be, but
Yeah,
just like from watching highlights and listening to things, I feel like it's should be Westbrook. Keep it
yeah.
down.
I mean, to me, hands down, there's no question. It's Westbrook. You know what I'm
Like
saying?
his stats are just like you can't not hear his. Even if you're not following sports, you're hearing the stats. Like he's got insane like triple doubles and dude's
Well,
nuts, dude.
how do you? That's my question. How do you even put anybody in the same stratosphere as this cat when one he's done something in the history of the league that only one man has done in the last 55 years. All
Yeah,
right,
word.
that's Oscar Robertson, dude. Is the only person that averaged a triple double ever. He's did that. He averaged some more triple doubles than the dude who's done that in a season, which is 42. Right, and he lost probably the top three best player in the league from his team, and he still got the team to the playoffs.
Yeah, word.
Not the last seed, not struggling, but comfortably into the sixth seed, and was fighting for home court advantage the whole time. So I don't even know how you like. Yeah, I understand Harden had an up year,
Yeah,
but
Harden too. That was gonna be my second. It's Harden.
but you just came and you had an up year when another dude did something that hasn't been done regularly in the NBA. Like
Yeah.
I've never seen that done in my lifetime.
So
You know
I feel like Harden's in there because like when he left, what's it called? People didn't expect him to be a superstar. You know what I mean? Like you didn't expect him to take over a team and be a leading scorer. So it says that much more. Like you
yeah, I
clearly
don't.
knew Westbrook was a superstar. It's like when Shaq left Kobe, you knew Kobe was still good. He's a superstar. So it's like
I don't.
when
I
Durant
don't
left
know.
Westbrook, you know Westbrook is still a superstar. You
I
know,
don't know why that nobody would think that Harden wasn't that dude. If you must not have been paying attention to
question
those
not to say that
six
people, but
games
coming off the
at the
bench,
end.
it was questionable. That's what it was
He
because he was
used to
coming off the
take
bench.
yo. He used to be the San Antonio killer. You know how many players who struggle against San Antonio? They used to bring that man in off the bench, and he used to single handedly beat San Antonio himself.
Yeah, word.
So when he went by himself solo, I said, "Yo, he's a great offensive player."
Yeah.
And plus, you forget that a left-handed cat is left-handed.
Yeah,
So
word. That's true. He has
you know,
that. That's yep.
he's left-handed. So a left-handed cat was always difficult for me to guard when I was playing rec ball or whatever, because you forget they're left-handed and you try to send them right and they go on left. So
Yeah.
I always knew that he would be a great scorer. His defense is questionable. He played a little bit of defense this year, but I don't understand how you cannot give it to Westbrook this year.
Yeah.
That dude Westbrook is doing his thing. So be it. You know what I'm saying? So, but I mean, I saw your cousin out there making Facebook posts and killing people. What's up with that?
What do you mean? What are you talking about? That you talking about the dude in Cleveland?
Yeah.
Yo, that's crazy. Yo, just fill me in. Do you know the full story? Did he kill that guy just over breaking up with his girl?
Well, apparently, well, you know, he's dead now,
So I know he
right?
committed suicide. I heard it the next day, but somebody was like, I watched the video and he says to the old guy, like, do you know Joy something? And I'm like, don't tell me this Joy chick is his girlfriend. Like I was trying to like put two and two together without reading too much into it.
Well, apparently that he started going on a killing spree. He claims he killed like 15 people. They
Yeah.
don't know who these other 13 are, but they definitely know he killed a 74-year-old man and his girl Joy Lane
That's
that
who it
everybody
was.
was ragging on Facebook like, yo, you should kill yourself, and it's not her fault. They was
Oh,
hitting
she
her.
told him to kill herself, and then he went out on a killing spree.
No. They was telling the people. You know how the internet is ruthless. They
Yeah.
was hitting her up like, yo, kill yourself. He should come back and kill you because after what happened, dude made a Facebook video killing somebody, and they made a
Yeah,
Facebook video.
but supposedly I heard the reason why he went off is because they broke up. They had recently broke up. That's what people were saying.
Yeah, according to her, she was like, yo, he left her.
Really?
Yeah. So now the story is like, no, I didn't break up with him. He told me that he was going to leave me.
Oh
That's what I
wow.
really
Okay.
wanted. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Would you kill over losing your woman?
Nah, not at all.
Like, if your wife just got up and said, yo, Jay,
No,
it's over.
I wouldn't. As much as I'd be devastated, I'd be heartbroken. But I'm like, yo, getting a chick ain't a problem for me, so I'll bounce back, son. I'm like Big Sean.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yo, that's some cornball fucking stuff. Like, I don't,
Yeah,
I mean,
nah,
yo, that's not even acceptable. In the,
nope.
I mean, that's like remember the black dude that bring the ugly fat white chick in the hood. Like
Yeah,
that's number 2 on the list. Number 1 is killing over a chick. Like, yo, go find you another one. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, word. That's definitely not acceptable. That's like me. People would feel sorry for me. They'd be like, yo, single dad. You know how much poontang would be thrown at me? I'd have to
Yeah.
beat it away with a bat.
Nowadays, you know what the deal is. The worse you are, the more chicks you get. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
word,
You know, jail sentence, just got out, ain't got no money, dirty Timbs,
word.
and you pulling them all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you straight, cause you're
Yo,
a real nigga. That's what ends up
yo,
happening.
word, and your line in the club is basically, yo, I just got out,
Yeah,
and
I'm a
you,
real.
and,
I'm real.
and they,
I ain't
and they,
lie.
and
I
they
ain't rat
moist,
on nobody.
word, and it's moist, like yo.
Word. Shit's Duncan Hines.
Word, word. You know what I mean? Yo, see, Rod left the game too early. You know what I'm saying? The necessary evil, he be number 1 prospect right now. He stayed in the game, but you know what I mean. He had to get out when he had to get out. You know, he's the number 1 though. You know,
Yeah, that's
yo, the way
crazy.
that brother was talking, yo, there's no way. We did the radio show for like weeks. We got a little support. As soon as we put that dude on there, he was talking all that crazy evil stuff.
Yo,
Yo,
went through the roof.
he was like number 1 fans.
Yo, people love evil. That's what it
Yeah, I'm
is.
not surprised Trump is president now after that
Yeah.
episode. Like, yo, after that episode, it showed me what the world was about.
Yeah.
Like,
Speaking of like the necessary evil, what do you think of Charlie Murphy? That was out of nowhere, son.
yeah, like, yo, that's kind of,
Did
you
you
know what?
expect that? I didn't even expect that.
Because you know why? He was like always like, Eddie Murphy was like Superman, and he was like Bizarro, kind of. And then he finally, like, when Eddie Murphy just like took a chill pill,
It's
he
like he
kind of,
reached his pinnacle. Like he finally like he solidified his name for the first time. You
yo,
know?
he became the Justice League. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was like, yo, you made it. You made it to the Justice League.
Yeah,
And
word.
and then I seen the VH1 special on him, and I'm like, yo, what's up with dude? Like, his face is mad drawn in. And then I said, yo, something got to be wrong. And then when a couple of weeks ago, no, it was last week, right? Yeah, last week when they was like, yo, Charlie Murphy died of leukemia, I was like, dang, Charlie Murphy for real. Like it was just like, yo, he just came out that shadow. Like when he was like, yo, that's Eddie Murphy's brother, and they was like, nah, now I'm Charlie Murphy now. And you know what I mean? Shout out to Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle gave him that light and gave him that
Oh,
lane.
word. You know
And
what's funny? Because supposedly, Dave Chappelle just gave him, like gave him the light because he was really telling those stories. Like you know,
yo,
those
no,
weren't supposed to meant to be like they were meant to be funny, but it's true.
yeah, they were true Hollywood stories. Like they was like real legit. Like yo, I didn't know they were true until like before Prince died. He went on the radio. They asked him about it, and he said, yeah, it's completely true. And same thing with Rick James. You saw in the outtake, Rick James was saying that they were true.
Yeah, that's
So,
nutty.
and so like, yo, dude was legit hanging out with these cats. And, you know what I mean? Rest in peace. And our condolences to his family. But, like, man, that kind of like that. Charlie Murphy, like, you know what I mean? Growing up, you know, Chappelle Show is like when we just got, like, right out of college kind of thing, like 22, 23. So that was like, you know what I mean? These are like our people when we growing up, when we seen they was at the top of their peak, like Dave Chappelle, stuff like that. And like Charlie Murphy became like a household name after that. Like
Yeah,
you
word.
kind of started following what Charlie Murphy doing, not what Eddie Murphy was doing.
Tell you the truth, I follow Charlie over Eddie. To be honest with you,
Really?
yeah, Eddie Murphy's been really quiet. To be honest with you, like
Yeah,
he's
Eddie
been
Murphy
really
hasn't done
quiet,
anything.
and like
You know
I
what I mean?
respect him. I think he's one of the funniest comedians, but like I just didn't enjoy. I don't enjoy his like part two. Like this is like his second coming. Like he doesn't make those traditional Eddie Murphy movies that you thought were funny and a little raunchy. He's in like his like the Rock phase. Like everything's family friendly. You know.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like, yeah, like Pluto Nash and Doctor
Yeah, which
Doolittle.
is okay, because I'm not gonna lie. Part of me, I looked at it as like he sold out a little bit, but like I might too for the right check. And I have young kids, so I probably would make things that my kids could potentially see and entertain. Like I don't know, you know what I mean?
Kids. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, kids change the equation a lot.
Oh, they certainly do.
Kids change the equation for a lot. Like right now, I can say to them, like, yo, I'm not going to sell out. Like, yo, you can offer me this. It's just like, nah, I'm not going to censor myself. But kids do change the equation to a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? So like people like right now, like people talking about like microchip. Would you microchip or be pro microchips? And
What do
then
you mean
a lot of
microchips? Put me in.
like
Microchips?
put microchips into somebody like a GPS tracking system. Would you?
Into my kids, I wouldn't mind that. To be honest with you.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. The kids
Oh, as
change.
opposed to yeah, you're right, you're right. Because like as an adult, I'd be like, hell no, I don't want people to know who I am. You know what I mean? You're
Yeah,
right. The dynamic of how you think completely
yeah.
changes.
And now they're
That's
like,
true.
yo, if you could stop your kid from being kidnapped, or would you agree to microchips now? And most parents are like, yeah.
Hell yeah, I chip all my
So,
kids.
so now I think that's what they're going to start using now is that kid factor when it comes to a lot of decision making. Because a lot of people are now like, nah, but they don't like. We don't really think back, like I mean, how did we grow up without microchips? You know what I'm saying? We had to be home by the street lights certain time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And we
but
wasn't inside
it's
watching the Cosby Show. And this is,
it
I know the society is getting a little bit more wild, crazy, but
no, it's the same. It's the same thing. Like you could look at like say like a cell phone. A cell phone was one of those things where when it originally came out, it was like it wasn't a necessity. Now it's a necessity. And then people are arguing like, oh, you don't need a cell phone. You don't. Who got a house phone anymore? So it is become a necessity because most
yeah.
people don't even have a house phone. So your only way to communicate with them is to get them on their cell. You know.
Don't say we get beepers back.
So I love my beeper. I had the two-way joint. That was my favorite joint ever. Where you could text back. Thought I was the shit.
That went and came so quick. Like when I finally got one, I think the cell phone was already out.
Yeah, I had it in like 11th grade. I remember I bought it for somebody like $300. It was like a SkyTel Nextel pager where you could literally text people back and forth. So I thought I was on hitting chicks with codes like, you know what this code means?
Yo, that's crazy, man. So like, so let's see. We hit Aaron Hernandez. Do we even say rest in peace to a guy like that?
Yeah, debatable. I don't know. He's just a scumbag to me. I can't respect that dude. I
Yo,
mean,
what's,
like I
what's
just
crazy about what's crazy is He allegedly did these things. They never found the murder weapon for that kid.
Are you talking about the guy? Nah, he definitely. I don't know. Like I don't wish ill upon nobody, but when there's smoke, there's fire. You know what I mean? Like I definitely think he was in. He had no reason to be involved in the stuff that he was involved in as an NFL player. I would have just separated myself from that life. Like he grew up, I guess, because he grew up in Connecticut supposedly, and then Boston is it's right there. You're close enough where you could still be, you know.
So, yo, he was a legit gang member, gangster,
No, real
gangster.
deal. Yeah, he was a. But see, my thing is like, doesn't like I'll give you an example. Usually, economics changes like not all the time, but it changes like who you hang out. Like me and you, I would say
Mhm.
we're still friends because we've obtained some small success where we're able to provide for ourselves and do the right thing and you're living. But if I was a bum or you a bum, odds are we wouldn't still hang out because you know what I mean. Like we're on the same level. You know what I mean?
Yeah, is that kind of like misery loves company type of thing, or
So don't you
like
think like he wouldn't hang out with somebody that I don't know. I guess maybe he was making enough money that he could have an entourage or a yes
well,
man.
yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Again, most people like that, like especially NFL cats, I noticed they surround themselves against the dudes that they grew up with. You know what I'm saying? Because again, now they think they're gonna get a little bit some more support because it's the people that they grew up with, and now they got the cash so they can take care of them and they'll get taken care of. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you know what I mean? Not everybody does like 50 Cent does. You know what I'm saying? Remember 50 Cent? He grew up around certain cats, like and then he was like, nah, I ain't rolling with these cats no more. I'm rolling with these. You know what I mean? I'm getting real security. I'm getting real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm doing the professional level thing. And then he left the dudes that used to protect him in the street.
Man, I don't know.
But the NFL players, I noticed like Pac-Man Jones and stuff like that. It's hard for them to disassociate themselves from the cats they grew up with. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
see,
saying?
I don't know. You give me a little cake like that. Like I'm not saying that not be friends with somebody and not do, but I'm like, if I'm caking off, I'm not committing crime. I'm not saying a crime won't happen, but I'm the damn not sure not doing it. You know what I mean? Like,
Remember what Ray Lewis just went through when he first entered the league.
yeah, that's true. And
You know what I'm saying?
now
Like
Ray Lewis is like holier than now. That's true. You completely forget about that. You know what I mean?
Ray Lewis is straight up. He's one of the like we have to give him to the other side and take somebody else.
Yeah,
Like
but
we need like
you know what it is? He just I don't know. He's one of those dudes that by the grace of God, he lucked out. Not everybody lucks out. You know what I mean?
yeah, he's out of touch with the black community also.
Oh well, it's always that person that like it's like the nigga that goes to jail will come out of jail and preach to you. You ain't never committed a crime in your life, but he's gonna tell you. It's always that type of dude that
But
takes a
see,
360 spin
I
and then
listen to those. I listen to those dudes because you know why? Because I ain't trying to go to jail and get what they got. You know what I'm saying?
and then them niggas be like,
They
let me get
get,
$1 right at the very end. And all that
yeah,
shit,
like
all that bullshit they said. You got
those
two
dudes.
dollars.
Yep, those dudes went to like no freedom. You know what I'm saying? Have to fight dudes off them, not seeing the chick for like whatever the time they spend in there. I listen to that because I'm not trying to be up in that box like they was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but I'm talking about like they don't lose touch. I mean, those cats don't get out of touch. You know what I'm saying?
Well, technically, like if Ray Lewis is wealthy. You know what I mean? That's like you ever listen to Shaquille O'Neal? Like I love Shaq, but sometimes he'll make
Yeah.
comments and stuff, and I'm like, wow, I'm like, he's kind of out of touch, and it's you can't not be, but at the same time, it's like I wouldn't make general statements if that were me, because I would know like I ain't slapping five with the neighborhood, regular dude. Like I'm amongst elite people. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I don't like. I mean, it's something like we brought up with Bill Cosby. You know what I'm saying? When we were saying about him being out of touch, but we also said, yo, he went out of touch when his son just got killed
Yeah.
tragic. You know what I'm saying? So he started just backlashing at everything, and the closest thing to him was his own people. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about like these dudes is just like, you know what I mean? Like, like you said, Barkley. I don't expect nothing from Barkley though. Shaq, he be out of touch. So my All Lives Matter. I mean, cats, that don't get the Black Lives Matter over the All Lives Matter thing.
Yeah.
I still don't understand why they don't get it. But again, you gotta look at their backgrounds, the way they grew up. You know what I'm saying? Some of them. But some of them, they grew up like dirt poor and stuff like that. And talking about, yo, you have the opportunity to get out the hood when the hood gives you no opportunities to get out.
Yeah, you know what it is too. A lot of times it's financial. There's financial reasons why they do that as well, because you figure like each one of these guys have endorsements or they have this. So if they don't say what's technically politically correct, all that stuff gets pulled. You know what I mean? And those guys, you know,
And that's
but
why, and that's
but I
exactly
would
why.
just, if it was me, I would just be like, you know what? I'm not going to make a comment on that due to my financial obligations. I'd be 100, because then people would know, like, yo, he thinks one way, but he just said he's not going to comment on something because he has financial obligations. Just keep it 100.
Keep it 100. Yeah, exactly. That's what they don't do. They don't keep
Yeah.
it 100 at all. Like me personally, that's why I said I can't sell it out. I can't sell out because, yo, I can't have
Stop.
that change. I can't have those. And I hate to say it as change because we're not slaves when you're getting paid, but I hate to have that restriction on me just because I took a check. You know what I'm saying? I would like to still voice and say what I have to say. If I don't agree with something, those are not my beliefs. Listen, that's my opinion. You don't have to agree with my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But just because you give me a check because I have a check on me, on my feet, doesn't mean that I have to agree with everything that you say or conform to everything that you say. You know what I'm saying?
No, I completely get it, but they're more so scared of losing it. That's what it is. And most people, like, I don't know. Like, I
Yeah,
guess you're
and
not
that's
in
why.
that same, like right now, let's say
Mhm.
your financial livelihood depended on something that you said,
Yeah.
right? Would you be likely to say it? So, like, for example, for me, like, I'm responsible for my wife, my kids, everything. So I don't know if there was something that said that, yo, if you're gonna say this tomorrow, you're gonna lose everything, or and you can't provide, like, you know what I mean? And like, I don't know the stipulations for these athletes who they're responsible for, and I'm not giving them a right, but like, I know me, if somebody was just like, yo, Jeff, if you said this, you could be done for. I might not say it because I do have obligations. You know what I mean?
But that's what I'm saying. That's my all we did was care about sitting on the front of the bus rather than owning the bus company situation. Because that's what we put ourselves in those positions where we have to have financial obligations. When and deep down inside can't stick to our principles or have integrity because of these financial obligations. And that's why I speak to people and speak especially black youth or minority youth to like, yo, think of ownership. Don't think
Yeah.
of just
No, I agree.
don't think of being owned or working for somebody. Think of ownership. Try to start your own because
Yeah.
I mean these financial obligations always seem to not align with a lot of the people's principles. Like you know what I'm saying, you can even see like the restrictions on what they want to say because they're so it doesn't come out fluently. You know what I'm saying? It's just
Yeah.
like
No, I know. I know.
you
It's
know what
it's
I mean?
rehearsed. It's fake because they're really concerned about other things, rather than their own. I don't know. Like, some of it, sometimes I think some of these niggas just be straight up cooning. Some of them I think is just, because there are people that, reach a little success and be like, oh, well, if I did it, you could do it too. Or yeah, they're
Okay,
all like this. Or they try to point out the problems with black people because they've overcome adversity, which is,
so I'm gonna name some names, and you all right?
but
So
then at the same time, we do it too because you've never talked crap about a black chick.
yeah, in the past, but I always say that I made my mistake back then when I didn't realize how I was brainwashed into believing that nonsensical stuff that I used to speak. So
Okay,
I own up,
perfect. Yeah.
so I own up to everything I say. I used to be that dude. I tell people all the time, especially after seeing. Did you see the movie Get Out yet, man?
Nah, I haven't seen it. I heard it was phenomenal.
Yeah, you
I know,
killing it,
dude.
man.
I gotta support. You know what it is? Yo, I don't like that dude that did the movie. I just don't like him.
Jordan Peele, Jordan
I don't
Peele.
like them dudes, man. I don't like those guys.
Listen, I wasn't. I'm not a big fan of this either. Like again, I was mad that they took Chappelle's format and just ran with it on
Yeah.
Comedy Central. But
Yeah, I don't
again,
fuck with them.
with this movie, he was on point with it. He wasn't in it. I mean, he wrote it, and it was an on point movie. But after seeing that movie and thinking about how I was in the past, like back in the 20s when I thought, I mean, I was Mace and talking about Mama Sita and thought we were Spanish. Back in the day in the Cameron days when every black person thought they were Spanish. Talking about Mama Sita and talking, Toma
Yeah.
chata, I mean, all that
Yeah.
nonsense, right?
Yeah, nah,
And
that
you
was you. That you got a case of being dark skinned. Dark skinned niggas always love light skinned chicks and Spanish girls.
but
That was
and
definitely not
again,
me.
that's ignorance. That's me falling for it.
Yeah.
That was me falling for the trap.
Yeah, he
until
fell for
like
the
being
okey doke.
until being older and start realizing like, yo, it's not about the skin color. It's about the person that
Yeah,
the shell. That's what's inside the shell. What's inside that skin color?
you can
Because
meet
you know what I mean?
anybody in their bird, don't matter what complexion they are.
Yeah, because like a movie like The Players Club, nah, bad movie. I like Players Club. A movie like Hustle and Flow could be considered trash, but like a movie like This Is the End could be considered or that movie. What's that show? Jackass or whatever.
Oh no,
That could
Jackass is stupid. But This Is the End was hilarious. I don't want you to diss that
yeah,
movie.
but you see what I'm saying? If we can have a hilarious movie, but they'll say, "Oh, that was buffoonery."
No, there's good black comedies, but there's also at the same time it's like I think, not to sway subjects because we was, on a completely different things, but um like a lot of times black movies are all the same. Like every black movie is Boys in the Hood. Or like now that you had Compton do really good,
Mm-hmm.
the NWA biopic, you're gonna
Yeah,
have every movie be, you're gonna have the bad boy, you're gonna have all these different things that are just cookie cutters of something that worked.
yeah.
Unfortunately, that's just
Well, again,
money. Whatever makes
I'm not
money.
gonna lie. I like the previews to All Eyes on Me though.
I'll tell you, the cat that they got to play Tupac, he looks good. I ain't even gonna sit here in front. Like it's
Yep.
believable good. That's why. Like when I see him, I'm like, damn, I forget it's not Pac.
Yep. That's I like the trailer to that. That looks, you know what I mean? That looks like phenomenal. If they got that one right, you know what I mean? Because again,
I'm gonna get you out of
people like I be telling these little kids, I'm like, yo, we lived that era. You know what I'm saying? We literally lived that era. We seen the rise and fall of Tupac Shakur.
here.
You know what I'm saying? We seen him in Juice when he was just the dude with the flat top to the dude with the bald head with Thug Life on his belly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, word. What happened to Pac's hair? Did he lose his hair or he just shaved it? Stop.
I think he just shaded it for a different image.
Oh, I'm like this because I'm like that nigga Pac did have a flat top, and then all of a sudden that shit was just gone.
Yep. I think he changed it because he just wasn't, he changed his style and he
Bye.
just,
Go and stop it.
he changed his style. He just became that dude. Like, Tupac, he came to Tupac where everybody knows. And I'm like, yo, we knew Pac from Juice.
Digital
Like
Underground.
you kids,
Word.
yeah, digital underground Pac. Like, you know what I mean? When dude was just in the background singing and then spitting a little rhyme on that joint.
Dancing.
Dancing.
He was in the Humpty dance.
Yo, but no, who knows? But I'm definitely gonna go see that. I think that come out like June 15th.
Yeah. Oh, so and we switch subjects. Now fill me in on this movie. Like what was so like
Yeah,
when
it
you started
just
talking?
Get Out was just like it focused on the things that these kids nowadays got to understand. Like what I mean, we cherish a lot of the things that we shouldn't. When
Gotcha.
ultimately the things that we cherish and are trying to
Sit.
steal us culture, steal our things culturally. You know what I'm saying? And they not only trying to steal our culture, they trying to erase us from existence.
Dang.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, so like the question I have for you was, if I name a few names, you know what I mean, it's either yay, they're coon, or nay, they're not a coon.
Okay. So I'm gonna just go coon, coon or not. This is the game. Go ahead. Say the name.
Coon or not. Stephen A. Smith.
Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith. That's the dude from
Yes.
basketball. The basketball joint.
Yep.
I'm gonna go coon, son.
Okay. Steve Harvey.
Uh I give Steve Harvey a partial coon.
Partial coon. Okay.
Partial
Okay.
only because Steve Harvey does do a lot for the black community. No, I would
Okay.
say no. I'm gonna take that back. I'm gonna say a strong no. Because
Strong.
they're giving him the coon because he met with Trump. So they're like, why could you meet with Trump? Why would you meet
Mhm.
with him? He's a coon. It's like, why wouldn't you?
Um,
Why why would you not meet with him?
who else? Who else? Oh, let's see. Key and Pill.
Stop. I can't even say like them dudes are not even black enough to say they're coon and they are what they are. Like, and I mean, like, part of me should feel bad for saying that because there's no being black. Like, I guess people like personify that with like, yeah, you got to be from the hood and you got to be. It's just I don't know, something about those cats just don't seem authentic. You know what I mean?
wait a minute now. Yeah, remember Rachel Dozal. That's my girl. Don't get on my girl, yo. She tried to say what personifies being black, and they didn't hit. Yo, she was like,
What
I
did she
use
say?
cocoa butter. She's like, I use cocoa butter on all these products, and
Oh, really? Yeah, nah. But
and
that's what I was gonna say, that
I'll paraphrase. Yeah.
they label like a certain way, and I don't know, just something about those dudes. Like, not that, like, I don't care how they speak, because that doesn't even define you. It
But yo,
just,
listen, I mean, you don't think that culturally we are a little different? Because yo, like I've been to some parties where I'm like, yo, we definitely don't do that.
of course, by all means.
Like we don't roll like that. Like you're like the kid, like your white friend that's cursing out his mom. Like you mean culturally.
Yeah, no, of course. There's certain, but that's, you could relate that to any
Mm-hmm.
race. You know what I mean? You can look, you know, English black people are culturally different from African Americans. It's, or same thing. Like, your culture, like,
See,
I'm culturally different from Rod, and Rod's Haitian. Like, there's,
no, see, I want to say that, but again, like I go to Canada frequently. You know what I'm saying? And they are totally different country. And when you in a black family, then it's like it's no. It's like we still from the same tribe. Like there's certain things we just don't do in a black family.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So
not for
I,
you.
I want to think like that. Like nah, but no. When you go visit other countries like UK, like I know a couple of UK girls, and I know a couple of UK dudes, and it really like goes. They're like yo, I don't and they may say with a British accent, but they're like yo, I don't talk to moms like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yo,
saying?
I hate to end the show real quick, but I have parental obligations. I have to get Livy from
Oh,
the bus stop. Yeah.
no snap. All right.
I almost forgot. I'm like, I heard a bus go past. I'm like, yo, Olivia. So I literally got to go out there like another 2 minutes.
Okay,
So
okay.
I guess in closing, we should wrap it up. So final thoughts.
Yo, I don't know. Free the cars. Yo, hey,
And
yo,
another
yo.
another and another thought. Next episode, we got to get into the. We should do a 2-chapter show. Like, if you're free tonight, I'll jump back on. But what do you think of
Yeah.
George Bush bombing that? George Bush, Donald Trump bombing Afghanistan. That's pretty crazy. I think
Anything
we're
that
I think we're headed to another war, my G.
anything that dude does is to me now is just yo get the popcorn ready because yo this is what the people wanted. This is what his people
Yeah.
wanted.
Yeah, I don't know. I almost feel like all this stuff is a distraction from, like, they was about to tie that dude to Russia, and then he bombed something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just like he's putting little F-22 planes in Russia or knocking them out the sky or whatever. That's all smoke and mirrors. He knows
Yeah, word.
him and Putin is friends, you
Yeah,
know.
them niggas be slapping fives behind closed doors. I feel you
Right.
on that, but all right, dude. It was
All
uh,
right.
it was fun while it lasted. So
Word up.
I hit you back up later.
Free the cars.
All right, let's
All
just
right.
talk. Episode number, what is that? Number 5?
Now this is number 3, but
Number
we
3.
just we warming up.
We warm it up. We warm it up. All right, later, bro.
All right, later.